What's crackin', and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm cozyceto, and I'm so happy you're here for a look behind the scenes on my latest Dreamsnap submission and to discuss the latest news on next week's Dreamsnap theme. It's been a while since I've done one of these build videos, but I thought it would be a very nice little apology for getting the Dreamsnap leak wrong this past week, and a solid stand-in since there's no more themes to share. There is always room for error with those, but I'm predicting that the theme I had initially guessed will just slide in on Wednesday and round out our Dreamsnap challenges for this season. I'll link my prediction video from last week in the comments below because I do stand by my guesses on the tags for that challenge. Now, without further ado, even though there's no new theme to share, kick back, grab a drink, and let's get into my attempt at doing a dream snap in 30 minutes or less. I went completely mute in fear of the clock, so enjoy my reflective commentary from right after the submission. The first thing I did was create this outfit. I kind of panicked with the timer, honestly, and I thought that the yellow would pair well with Mythopia's landscape, so I decided to run with the concept and take things from there. This only took me about 4 minutes to complete, and then I had to rush to my location because I started this challenge in the plaza. And after what felt like the longest loading screen in all of Dreamlight Valley history, I got there and realized that these snippets could be a super fun concept to play with, so I came up with the idea of hiding in the foliage from a snippet I'm trying to catch. Luckily for me, a few demon snippets were already hanging out around the biome, so I just had to pick one and get to work. This adorable little guy chose a pretty open space to hang out, which made it very easy to flesh out my landscape. And with decor tags just not playing a factor this week, I did not need to account for space behind my set to play any kind of tag Tetris, which was good too, because I really didn't even have the space if I wanted it after getting all of the tree masses on the ground. I took my time filling out the space with lots of bushes and other foliage to create a very natural path feel. And of course, at some point in my path building, I did realize there was a big open chunk of cliff in the background, and while people voting quickly might not catch that, I wasn't gonna forgive myself if I just left the bare cliff exposed like that. And so, thank goodness for the Halloween cottage, because it tucked perfectly back behind the set and added a nice ominous glow to the warm tones of the scene. The vision really came to life at this point, and I realized I wanted to add even more jack-o'-lanterns and candlelight to the set, so I took advantage of the wide array of options from last fall and scattered some melted candles for extra pops of brightness. There's definitely a skill curve to being able to create a natural-looking scatter effect, but it is one that is so fun to use once you get it, so I suggest playing with something similar in your own snaps at some point. With the clock ticking, my heart was racing, so I started to rush around finalizing my work, and I adjusted my angles about 1,500 times for good measure. I don't know why I do this, and I don't know how to stop, so if there's others out there like me, give me some love in the comments, because at this point I think it's comical and maybe a tad bit crazy how often I stop building to check my progress in photo mode. When I looked down and realized that I had less than 10 minutes remaining, I decided to abandon my plans to add characters in fear of the snippet moving. I had built this entire set around him and taken on this challenge, and I was not about to chicken out or rage quit when I was so close to making it. After wasting a good 2 minutes getting my pose just right and taking quite a few shots that had the snippet looking just a bit janky, I finally managed to get the snippet looking adorable and my character concealed enough for my liking to be satisfied and hit that submit button. And surprisingly, I managed to lock this in with 3 minutes and 4 seconds to spare, meaning I actually managed to complete a dream snap in under 30 minutes. I was probably as shocked as you are, and let me tell you, my adrenaline was pumping, but I feel like I did amazing with the time constraint. In true spirit of the challenge, I won't be changing this at all and will be leaving it as is, so we will see the genuine results for what 27 minutes of work can earn us. I had a ton of fun taking on a bit of a challenge this week with my dream snap, and I thought it was kind of crazy just seeing how much I was willing to sacrifice and what exactly I was willing to sacrifice under strict time constraints. I always spiral and spend hours each week on my builds, and I don't mean like a couple hours, I mean like a good 8 to 10 each week. Though I will say usually not in one sitting, that would be a little bit crazy. As a mom though, I do understand how busy life can get and how unattainable that kind of time can be, so I wanted to see what 30 minutes could get me. Now we will just have to wait and see what the reward ends up being. I am so excited to see how this plays out. I will say it's a pretty big risk though, since these are the rewards we will be seeing on update day, but I love to live life on the wild side, so hey, we are in it to win it now, and I just hope that it performs. I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did, and I can't wait to see if we are right about Grand Banquet Extravaganza finally making its appearance on Wednesday. I'll catch you in the next one, but until then, toodles!